Good morning, Chair, members of the committee. My name is Dennison Rivera. My name is spelled as D-E-N-N-I-S-O-N, last name Rivera, R-I-V-E-R-A. I'm the chair of the Lewis and Clark Young Republicans, but I am representing myself today, not the Young Republicans. And if you can't tell, I'm a minority. To be specific, I'm Latino from Colombia and Honduras. And racism is defined as the belief that different races possesses distinct characteristics, abilities, or qualities, especially so as to distinguish them as inferior or superior to one another. So I want to make it clear, I'm against white supremacy and racism in all its forms. However, this resolution doesn't clearly define what white supremacy is in practice and leaves it open for interpretation. In fact, it's purely subjective and vague on who or what specifically constitutes as a white supremacist. Personally, to me, this resolution speaks to criminalized Democrats who have a long history of white supremacy and racism, and I'm all for that. One way to actually amend this resolution is to include Antifa and BLM.
Dennis?
Yes?
I think you're an opponent.
No, I'm proponent. I'm totally proponent for this.
Only if it gets amended, though. Correct?
Sure, but
So-
I'm just suggesting the amendment, but it'll make the resolution even better. But if I can continue.
Go ahead.
The Democratic Party is a party of white supremacists who, during the times of the Civil War, fought for the South and were slave owners. All the original KKK members actually came from the Democratic Party as well. To me, the Democratic Party, as a person of color, is a hate group that has consistently sought to undermine minorities and only using us as a talking point in a campaign when it's convenient. For example, in the last election, I ran to be part of this body, and Democrats preferred to support a white candidate who preached about inclusion and defending minorities while running against a minority. He, along with this party, had the opportunity to guarantee a seat for Latino representation in the body by stepping down, but instead did the opposite. It is obvious they do the opposite of what they preach. Democrats here in Montana have consistently cut me off when I speak because I don't follow their narrative on demonizing white people, which is racist in itself.
I need to object. This is not on the bill, and he's impugning the party, not to mention the sponsor that's bringing it, and not speaking to the essence of the bill in any way. If nothing better, it's a rather frenemy proponent.
It's all my points.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Representative Skis.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Actually, the Democrats brought us the Civil War. The Democrats brought us racism. I think everything he's saying, this bill is all about racism, and we can't talk about it here today. I think it's totally cogent.
Not what I said.
Representative Hinkle.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The Democrats just cut him off when he spoke.
So what I'm going to say is I'm not going to actually say anything about what all three objections are because you were out of time anyway. So I think that gets me out of it. I think
Hey, wrap it up.
I think you are probably an opponent of the bill as written, and we're talking about the bill as written. I think you may have gone a little far out of the boundaries, and with that said, you were out of time. So we'll move on to the next proponent.